Hey YouTube, welcome to Papa's Place. This is the part 2 of the case trimming video series I'm going to do for you. And today we're going to be looking at the relatively new Lee Quick Trim. This is a press mounted case trimmer. This one happens to be the deluxe one. And what the difference between the deluxe one and the non-deluxe one is, the deluxe one has this setup, this blade setup here. And what this does is, this is a two-piece blade set. Turn it this way so you can see it. It's got this piece here that goes inside and does the chamfering, and then this blade on the outside does your deburring, and it's spring loaded in here to apply the right amount of pressure. This is set up in the dies, and this happens to be the die for the 223 5.56 brass, is set up that it automatically does your case length for you. Now, this does have a setup on it that you can make some adjustments to lengthen or shorten the case length. And that's right here with this little black plastic ring, and it's clickable. And that's how you make your adjustments. There's not a lot of adjustment to it. And you just drop this in here, and oops, you know what? I forgot to get my show holder. I need my show holder. You're using this on your press. I've seen guys using it on turret presses. I wouldn't want to try and use this on any kind of a progressive press. Ideally, your situation, you want to use a single stage press if you have one. This is my old RCBS Junior. Anyway, you use the appropriate shell holder that you have for the case. This does not come with, neither the die nor the thing comes with a shell holder. It comes with this little plastic tray to catch your brass trimmings. And the wind is starting to mess with me and I'm trying to close my door. And all you do is take your piece of brass. Let me turn this shell holder a little bit. Put your brass in, raise it up, and as you notice, as you raise it up, it pushes this cutter up, and that's all the spring tension. You push down on it, and you turn the handle until you can feel or hear that it's not cutting anymore. They say it's 5 turns. I don't think so. Anyway, pull it out, drop your brass down, slide it out, and there is your trimmed to length, deburred, and chamfered case. It actually seems to be that it does a pretty good job of on the deburring. It's a little weak on the chamfering. But it does put out rather consistent lengths in my tests that I've run on this. The little plastic tray does catch the brass. I would say, or be willing to bet, that more than likely, as you progress along, if you're doing a big batch, probably every 30 or 40, you're going to need to take and blow out the brass out of the die. Now, in this die is it's an O-ring that helps hold the piece of brass in the case and keep it from spinning. Now, the brass I was using today has been through the tumbler and cleaned and polished, and I've even taken out and sized. And I tumbled it again to remove the lube. You're not going to be able to see inside this thing unless I get a lot better camera than what I have. But take my word, about right here inside is a rubber O-ring. And you're going to have to keep that lubricated so that your cases slide in and out of it easily, okay? My take on it, the deluxe cutter, I believe, suggested list price, I believe, is $20 in that neighborhood. You can get it cheaper. I've seen it down as low as like $15, $14. And the non-deluxe one's a little bit cheaper. If you happen to get the non-deluxe one first and then decide to upgrade, you can buy the upgraded cutter here. It just unscrews, and you can upgrade the non-deluxe to the deluxe, okay? And I believe that's about another 10 or 11, 12 bucks if you want to go that route. This is purely manual. When it first came out, guys were trying to figure out some way to replace this handle and use a drill. Some guys were more successful than others because it requires you to have some feel per se when you're working when you're turning the handle. And with the drill, you're just not going to have the tactile feedback on the on how well it's doing. The blades are good hardened steel. They're going to last you a long time. The adjustment, like I said earlier, there's not a whole lot of adjustment to it. The dies, the rifle die, I believe, are also in the mid to low teens. It might even be cheaper. I think I saw one place was $9.82 for the die. You have to have a die for every caliber that you're going to use. The cutter is multi-caliber. Lee says you can do everything from, I believe it's 17, yeah, from 17 to 50 caliber with this cutter. But every die for every caliber is different. Okay, so if you want to do 223 and 30-06 or 308, that's 3 different dies you gotta buy, but at least the one cutter will work in all 3 dies. For a process, it does 3 things at once. It trims, it deburs, and it also chamfers the case. It's not bad. It's a lot better than the originally set up. Would it be my method of choice? Depends. If you're on a tight budget like I am, and this is the best you could afford, this will do the job for you. The drawback, like I said, is it's a lot of cranking. Okay, and it's hard to mechanize. The pricing is relatively cheap. I think you can totally get one die and your cutter set up. I think for like 20, for less. I know you can get it for less than 30 bucks. So, if you have any questions or comments, you know the routine. Post them down below. Thumbs up the video. Let me know what you think. And next time we'll take a look at the, it's an RCBS Trim Pro. And we'll catch you next time around. Make sure you come on back to Papa's place. See if I got some knowledge I can share with you. Make things just a little bit easier. Yeah, I'll take care, and remember, keep smiling. It makes people wonder what you've been up to. Take care, you too. Bye-bye.